All right, come humor me, my homosexuals. It's been a day, and to preface, an amazing day physically. I had some really, really, really nasty lifts when it came to my pause bench and my pause snatches. I feel very confident. I did get a grip strength thing, like I don't even know what they're called, but it's the thing that you close in your hands to get my left hand a bit stronger from my injury I had over a year ago. And I would say it's put in a good effort. It felt easier to catch weight over my head on snatches today. I did my first 2 working sets. I not like they were, they count. They technically were good lifts, but they felt like whiffs on the second reps of the first 2 working sets. It didn't feel exactly where I wanted them to be. I think I just came up too quick, or didn't lock out hard enough when I needed to. But that's why we have several working sets, and that's just the way I like to train. Because if I give myself that chance to build upon myself and actually progress through what my body can do in the moment, then I can see some really good actual progress. So like today I had 4 sets. First 2 felt like I didn't put in enough, or I think the biggest issue was I wasn't pulling that extra inch high enough that I needed to be. Because I'll tell you what, those last 2 working sets, pretty damn good. I felt really, really confident. And I'm telling you, man, if you get that highest vertical pull with balanced feet, you will land ass to grass without even feeling it. It'll feel effortless because of how well you set yourself up for that lift. And so my thumb tape was ripping. I was a little pissed off, but you know what? We brought it back. We learned, and that's what it's all about. Otherwise, bench was great. My shoulders and my chest have actually never felt more primed, which is awesome. I feel very confident and comfortable with what I'm doing since I've pulled my chest the 2 times in 1 month, a couple months ago. So great progress. 275 for sets of 4 on pause bench is awesome. The only issue was that I was having some technical fucking difficulties, as in me not hitting the fucking record button. So I like to just, from the bar going up to my working sets, I'll just record 1 full video and then cut them apart, so I don't have to worry about going back and forth and taking too much rest time in my warm-up sets. And so the bar to 275, I did not hit the record button. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, bro. Oh, goddamn. On a day I'm feeling this good too. But I'm just like, you know what? Tomorrow's a rest day. I've been feeling primed. I feel good. I'm going to give this one to me, because this is not good advice. I will never advise any of you to do this. But I was feeling myself, and I felt good, and it didn't really affect my workout. And it was just the bar, 135, 185, 225 warm-up reps. So I just decided to redo all of my warm-up sets really quickly before I did my actual working sets, so that I could have them for you guys and also for myself, because I really do enjoy doing the little transition editing, because it just makes me feel a bit special. But more than that, it makes me have something to look back on for good perspective, the experience that I go through with these lifts every single day, so if I need to look back on this a couple months from now, I'll be able to see every single bit that I did, what extent of what how good I was feeling or how well it was moving for that certain day. So, not advised, but it made me feel good. And, shit just doesn't go the way you plan it to sometimes, it's just, you gotta just either work around it, do the working sets again, or the warm-up sets again, like I did, and just suck it up and stop freaking out, or just leave it be and be happy with what you got. You can go either way as long as you're comfortable with what your choice is, because it really is just a matter of, life is never going to go the way we want it to. We got a plan, and almost 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to change it according to what happens in your personal life. The only way your plan is going to go 100% perfectly is if the only thing that, the only person a part of that plan is you, And so if you got no one else involved or nothing else involved, then yeah, it'll go exactly how you want it to, because it's just you. It's up to your motivation and discipline to do that. But mine, my phone, the public gym, people I know at the gym, I was supposed to pick up my girlfriend from work today, and I told her, I really want to know when you're getting out so I can plan ahead of time on when I'm going to go to the gym. and I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit OCD. I didn't realize it more till recently, but dude, when I set a schedule or I try to have a good plan, especially when I'm busy like today, because I have a 12-hour shift tonight starting in 3 hours, me getting a call from her saying that she got out early right when I'm getting to the gym, it makes me panic a little bit. I wish I could control it better, and I am, not that I haven't made progress. I am better with it now. It's just, it's that initial emotional response of like, God damn it, my whole fucking day's just gone to shit, when it really hasn't, Same thing with my phone or whatever. Like on my last bench set, my phone died while it was recording, and it did get the whole video. But if your phone dies while it's in a video, it's going to save that video with the lowest quality. So I had to go into an editor and make it look a little bit spiffier so that it makes my OCD feel a little bit more satisfied. But it's, allowing yourself to do those things, but making sure that you don't depend on them, It's kind of just keeping yourself in check with simultaneously what you need to satisfy your own brain's needs, while also being okay with what it doesn't actually need, because especially when you're emotional and you're panicking a little bit, or you're thinking a bit irrational about the consequences of what's actually happening, like with me today. Like I was like running through all the 1,000 different things, like, oh, do I need to call an Uber? Do I need to stop my workout and come back later? Am I going to be late to work? I'm freaking about all these things that I can't really think about because they haven't happened yet. And I'm just like, okay, what can I do right now? We'll work it out. And, I got to, allow myself to depend on other people with that too. Because, I'm not her fucking parent, and she can figure something out if I really need her to, because that's just supporting each other. And so she knew I was freaking out a little bit, and she's like, you know what, man, I got you. I'll figure it out. Let me get a ride for someone else. Do your workout, and then we'll go get lunch together. And I'm like, God damn it, this is why we're together, But yeah, it's I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed in myself with that stuff, because it's how I am. Everybody's got their own quote unquote negative personality traits that make it hard to control the logic part of your brain. But I got good people around me, I got great people that kind of keep me grounded when I need it, especially today, because just with work and the gym, and I had a bunch of stuff this morning, stuff I'm behind on, I'm just back and forth. The moment one thing goes wrong, my brain's like, hey, and you're done. It's that little bit of just like, all right, fuck everything. It's the fuck it attitude. That's what it is. People don't realize it. A lot of times, especially in psych, when you're trying to figure out like what's troubling you the most, half the time it's just a matter of like the moment you get overwhelmed by all these small negative things building up all at once until you don't realize it's already too much to handle, your brain will just go into straight up fuck it mode and say, yep, everything's gone to shit, I'm never going to be good, it's over. And your brain will just quit on you. It's not funny, but it is kind of fucking hilarious how the thing that's trying to keep us alive and breathing just mentally does not give a rat's ass about you. The moment it needs to break down and shit itself, it's going to do so. But again, that's why we have supportive people in our personal life. You need good people to allow yourself to express those negative attributes in a positive and productive way. The worst thing I think anybody could do to prolong a depression is ranting without a purpose. Ranting with pure negative thoughts behind it. Thinking like, oh, well, just fuck me. Life is just throwing me down the fucking tubes again, and I just got a shit life, and this is what happened to me, and this is why I feel like shit. And you do gotta do that. You gotta go through all of that. But at the end of it, you gotta say, but what am I gonna do to make it better? Because no one's in charge of your life other than yourself, regardless of the support or the environment, whatever situation you're in. Only one who's going to truly be able to look out for what you need is yourself. The people that are supporting you around you, first of all, that's not their responsibility. They're just doing it to be good friends. And second of all, they don't got your brain in their mind. They don't know what we're going through. So you can't expect your support groups or your family or whoever you got around you to be able to know how to treat you in those moments, because they can't read your fucking mind, You're going to have those initial periods of panic, and it's good to get it out and rant and freak out a little bit, but you got to remind yourself, what am I going to do after? That's always the question. But what? With the gym, per se. You know, the first 2 working sets of my snatches, like I said, didn't feel great. So I locked it in, thought about what I've done in the past or what's worked, and got that high vertical pull and felt great. My phone fucked up, and I was like, fuck it, I feel good. Let's do some warm-up sets again. Why not? Just get a little bit of extra practice in and view it in a positive way. I could sit there and be like, oh, I fucked up my workout. I'm not doing it exactly the way I wanted to. But, you know, at least I got a fucking phone to record with, you know? It's fun to do it for me. So I'm going to just be like, you know what? Let me just take 5 minutes to relax, let my muscles gather themselves, and let's just run it again really quick. It'll take 3 minutes, you know? It ain't that fucking hard. And especially with warm-up weights, it's not going to fuck your body up that much. You know, it'll take away a couple percentages of what you could have put in that day, in my opinion. It depends on the lift. Bench is obviously the least strenuous, so I was also very comfortable doing it with that. Imagine if I did that shit with back squat. Then I'd be pissed. Imagine if I did that shit with clean and jerk. Then I'd be pissed. But even then, it would be okay. You know, we're breathing, we're alive. It'll be fine, you know? You got to understand that no matter what happens, or whatever support you think you're lacking, or whatever positive environments you think that you lack in this moment, you got to have faith in the fact that you know that you'll be okay no matter what, you know? But again, that's why I like being social. You know, you in those vulnerable moments where you can't control yourself because our brain is weak and it will crumble when you let it. You got to have those people that have enough of their own shit together to where they can be like, you know what, dog, let it out, and then I'm gonna slap you on the back and you're gonna get that shit up again. I'm like, okay, thanks, man. That's all the fucking support I need. That's all the motivation I need. Somebody to just be like, God damn it, man, let's just fucking do it. I'm with you. And I'm like, man, shit, let's fucking do it. You know, it's always great. That's why I say you gotta just talk to a homie in the moment. Oh, motherfucker, I didn't tell y'all how I was doing. I always fucking forget. And it's not a bad thing. You know, you're going to hear it either way. But, you know, I need to get a little bit better about telling you guys how the lifts are going and then actually letting you know how I feel. But either way, I feel great. And I'm thankful and grateful for what the fuck I'm going through. So that's what matters. You know, the numbers really don't matter in the long run of it. Because it's just a way for me to be able to have a positive perspective, you know. Part of what I'm saying with all this stuff is these videos are a way for me to rant my shit out, especially if I'm having a really shitty day. You guys have seen me on my lowest, and when I'm having a shitty day, I need an audience or some homies to just hear the shit out so that by the end of it, especially when I'm here talking to myself, I will get all the shit out that I did not realize was in the back of my head just to get to the end of it and be like, damn, but it's going to be okay. You know, and especially because I want to make you guys proud in a certain, not a weird kind of way, not a parasocial kind of way, but it's just like, you guys have uplifted me, you know, this experience of making these videos or having fun in the gym and expressing it a different way has given me a new mindset and a new way of looking into what I truly love and what I'm passionate about. So I may freak out in the moment, even here with you guys, but I'm sitting here telling you guys how I feel with the numbers just so I can look back at it and be like, it really wasn't that bad. We've been through worse. It could have been worse. You know, if you're going to say, what if I could have been better? You also got to be able to look at it and say, well, it could have gone so much shittier. So let's at least be fucking thankful that we're sitting here talking with one another and having an audience or an environment to express the shit out productively and positively, you know? But either way, before I go, physically, it was a great day, you know? I felt very, very strong. I'll give it an 8.75, you know? It was pretty goddamn decent. If those first 2 working sets on snatch were good, I probably would have been closer to a 9, but that's the learning experience I need, you know? That's what's going to make me better for when I go heavy next time, or in the next couple of blocks, you know? Or until I get to my PR. The shit that I go through today might make the lift happen when I'm going to an actual 1 rep max. You know, you just never know. So you got to give it your 100% and just accept the bullshit that you go through without overdoing it. That's why I never like to do, like, quote unquote makeup sets, which again, by the way, I would never advise you guys to go do all of your warm-ups again just because you forgot to record. But I hadn't done my working sets, so whatever, because I rest tomorrow. So I confidently chose to do that to be happy, whatever. But mentally, because I am good, and I got great people supporting me, and I'll be able to get this out even more the moment I get out of my car. honestly, 8.7. It's pretty rare that my mental is just slightly lower than my physical, but I think I just put myself a little bit through the ringer today. You know, I freaked out a little bit more than I needed to. I overwhelmed myself with irrationality. So it got to the point where it was a little bit hard to keep it together in the moment until I actually got through it all. But again, that's the discipline that creates this passion I'm telling you about. I was pissed off that I didn't record and things weren't going my way and schedule stuff wasn't working out. I could blame it on 1,000 things, whatever. But I got through it, man. I got the opportunity to drive through it. And in a great way. I felt confident as fuck today. So that's what I got to take home and fucking be happy about, you know? Not all the other bullshit, because I still did it. And that is what is important. So anyway, won't be back tomorrow. Like I said, rest day. I'll be back for a heavy-ass clean and jerk day, day after tomorrow. And, you know, we'll see what happens when we get there. I feel much more primed ever since my squats have gotten back to normal. And I'm getting better at whipping under the Olympic lift, so I'm pretty sure I'm going up to 280 on clean and jerk doubles. So that'll be an experience, to say the least. Shit, I mean, on front squat, we're going at least to like 320, 325. So it's going to be a fun day, you know. I'm going to enjoy it to my heart's content, you know. That's all I can do. I can't sit here and think, oh, God, that's really heavy. I don't know what's going to happen. I just got to be like, nah, it'll be fine. I'll get through it. And I guarantee you, with some good old passion, some homosexual moments, I will finish every set and rep with passion. Okay, so I appreciate you guys hearing me out. Let me know how the listen live's been going. Love hearing about it. And seriously, it means a lot that you guys let me get all this ranting out sometimes. I know it may not seem like a lot, or it may not seem that important, but it touches my little heart sometimes. It makes me feel a lot better. And then I can go express myself in a more positive way to the people that I love in my personal life, you know? Okay, I love you guys. See ya.